Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Audi A3, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 1 litre TFSI 30 S-Line. It's a Euro 6 engine. It's on 32,434 miles, 2018 on a 68 plate, one owner from new, finished in nano grey metallic. Fuel economy, it just gives a combined fuel economy here of 47.1. I'll check that when I get back to the garage. 0 to 60 time of 9.9 seconds, a top speed of 131 miles per hour out of 114 brake horsepower, 3-cylinder 12 valve engine. Car's like new, it drives fantastic. I'm going to probably go a different route today to take you on the motorway in this, because you won't believe how good it drives and how well it performs. So we've got the 5 double spoke alloys there, Bridgestone tyres. Even though it's only a small engine, it still fills the engine compartment. There's still not a whole lot of room in there, so I'm assuming that means it's a substantially built 1 litre engine. Chrome Audi grille, low front spoiler there. Chrome trims around the windows. Discreet rear spoiler, which is actually styled into the boot lid. It opens on a spring, not a motor, so you do have to shut it yourself. You can't reverse it. Nice big deep boot here. I forgot to look underneath and I won't be able to lift it up because of my camera. Oh, actually I can. There's a get you home spare wheel under there. The warning triangle at the back. Rear parking sensors. Like brand new in the back. Rear head restraints there. Again, I can never tell whether this is leather or whether it's the man-made stuff, but contrast stitching, cloth in the middle, probably the best combination. The Isofix rear child seat anchor points. I've got my seat forward to where I would normally drive, but there's my head's just about touching the roof, but I've got enough room. It's nice. There's airbags in the A pillar, the B pillar, also the C pillar there. There's the tethers on the back parcel shelf and 2 massive speakers there. It's a nice car. It's well spec'd. It's quiet when you're driving it. So it's finished in this nano grey metallic, and even though it's grey, it's a shiny grey. It's a nice bright grey. So good colour, very popular colour too. Okay, I'll just take you for a ride in it. Okay, so Audi key, proper blade, proper ignition lock, foot on the clutch, and car will start. The service history. Right, let's see, 20th of the 2nd, 2020, 17,643 miles, Bolton Audi, vehicle service. 30th of 10th, 2020, 22,555 miles, Bolton Audi. Aircon service. 30th of the 10th, 2020 at 22,555 miles, brake fluid change. 5th of the 1st, 2022 at 28,962, Bolton Audi, another vehicle service. 5th of the 1st, 2022 at 28,962 miles, Bolton Audi, brake fluid change. So looking at the the Aircon service. Is that just about the time that COVID started, or, you know, and everybody was worried to death they were going to get it through the air conditioning system and having it all disinfected and so on. And as far as the brake fluid services go, there's brake fluid is hygroscopic. It absorbs water, which means it does need changing, because water, when it gets hot, will change into a gas. Liquids can't be compressed like brake fluid can't be compressed, so you put your foot on the brake, it's immediately transmitted to your calipers and your drums or whatever you set up your car is. However, once water gets hot and turns to steam, that's then a gas that can be compressed. So when your brakes get hot, all of a sudden you lose your brakes because there's water in it, it's turned to steam, or and that's it. So it's important to change your brake fluid. Let's just see, I feel like I'm a bit high up there. Just get down a bit. And also, this car, it's got a, you see this, and when I put this on, just wait for it, that's it, it's changed to Apple CarPlay. So CarPlay is really good. I know it has its shortfalls, but so does everything else. Let's see, the handbrake there. So electric brake, electric handbrake, put it in reverse, and then as soon as we set off, so long as you've got your seatbelt on. If you've not got your seatbelt on, put it in reverse, handbrake won't come off. Oops. Seatbelt on, handbrake's off. So nice safety feature. I'm sure everybody watching will already know Audi quality and how they drive, and probably the only question that you would ask yourself as to whether you would buy this car is, will it be powerful enough for me? The 1 litre 3-cylinder engine. Well, it's got a sound to it all of its own. I'm not going to go too fast because obviously there's sheep on here, but it accelerates fast enough for me. That's one thing. As far as cruising, this has got a 6-speed gearbox. Just get it into 6 there. So it's got fairly long legs as well. We're basically not much more. Having said that, I'm now rolling, but it's got the engine's like a real sort of buzzy engine, but it accelerates fast enough for me. I came up the motorway, had no problems whatsoever. Didn't think for a second it was underpowered. And to be fair, if you jumped in it and just drove off, you'd probably think it was at least a 1.6. So the Apple CarPlay, it's got Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming, sat-nav. Those are all controlled from here, this rotary control. And whereas Audi used to have 4 switches or 4 little buttons around the rotary control, which was quite a good idea because you could find the rotary control with your hand and then you knew where the buttons were. Now they've only got 2 buttons with 4 purposes. So you click that forward and it's nav, click it back, telephone, and over here forward radio and backwards media. I suppose, let's just say, right, that's clicked it forward onto the ordinary nav. That was on nighttime screen because the lights were on. So that's daytime screen. As you can see, you switch the lights on and it doesn't blind you. The media is that forward radio. Forward is radio. backwards is media. It's not, my phone isn't connected via Bluetooth at the moment because it's on Apple CarPlay. So let's just see, we'll just go back, we'll back out of all that lot. Can we go into CarPlay from here? Navigation, map, Audi Connect, Apple CarPlay. So we'll click Apple CarPlay and we're back on that. Now I'm going towards the motorway. We might, normally when I demonstrate it back there, there's no signal up here, and it's the worst place I could possibly try and demonstrate Apple CarPlay. But we're going towards the motorway, so we'll have a signal. I've got a 5G signal there anyway. So we've got, let's just see where the voice activation is. Voice activation's there. Let's get around this corner. Okay, so voice activation there. So if I press that for a couple of seconds, navigate to PR5 4EA.
Getting directions to Preston PR5 4EA. Starting route to PR5 4EA.
Now you can either tell it to go, click the go button,
3.2 miles, turn right onto 5 lane ends.
or just wait and it will do it automatically. And the other good thing with the voice activation is a lot of the time when you get near a home and you want to stop, you know where you're going, and it keeps giving you directions even though you know, rather than having to go through all the controls and knock it off. Again with this, a couple of seconds, cancel navigation.
Okay, I've stopped navigating.
Here we go, do shuffle music.
Here's some music from your Apple Music library.
Stop playing music. So it's a great system. You don't have to touch your phone, and you can do anything while you're on the move even. So we've got aircon, and as you can see there, not the normal Audi system. It's actually got buttons and switches which are a heck of a lot easier, more self-explanatory to use. Two cup holders, auto hold, auto hill hold, electric windows, 4 electric windows are here. It drives very, very nice. So there's a power socket up in there, 2 cup holders here, lovely gear change, very smooth, nice light clutch. Quick on the uptake, unlike me. Seats are nice and comfortable. Could I do with sitting a bit further away? Can I press in? No, I'm all right. Nice footrest at the side of the clutch. Plenty of room for my big feet. go. As I say, you'll most likely, any questions you have about this car will be what it's like on the motorway. Lovely to drive, pretty quiet, great suspension. The gear change is rather good. Let's see, we're all right after this bus. And hopefully, unlike the other day when I was in a daydream, come back here and they'd shut the motorway and I ended up having to go up to Kirby Lonsdale. Fortunately, I knew the back lanes. There was people stuck on the motorway for 11 hours. Virtually one steering input there coming onto the slip road, so no understeer or oversteer. Here we go. Now that's in third, and I was in third and I'm already speeding, so the car's got more than enough power. That's in 6th gear now. Fantastic fuel economy. 1 litre engine. We're doing 2,400 revs. Actually, I've just dropped below 70 there. There we go. 2,400 revs exactly at 70 miles an hour. We've got cruise control down here. If I just click in the end, that's the cruise control set. It's saying I'm doing 69. So I can actually increase the speed, just click up, it's clicked at 1 mile an hour and we're doing exactly 70. If I click down, it'll reduce my speed. And if I knock it away from me, I think that's cancel. Let me just see, that's cancel. And if I pull it back towards me, oh sorry, I knocked it away too far then. Yeah, if you just knock it away from you, it cancels. You pull it back towards, then that resumes. It's a nice clear display. Rev Counter on the left, information display in the centre, speedo on the right, in the speedo on the right hand side at the bottom, around about the 25 past position is your fuel gauge, and on the left in the 25 past position again is your coolant temperature. Let me just click that up a bit. We've got say cruise control on. It's pretty quiet. Height and reach adjustable multifunction steering wheel. Your radio controls on the right hand side. Just wait for these cars to go past. Actually no, I better not. There you go, nav, that will give you your next direction. The star there, click on the star, that comes into your, there you go, your drive select, auto comfort. Just getting a bit too close to this car in front, and these cars in the middle lane. Just out we go. Resume cruise. All nice finish. Very, very well made. Feels like it's been machined. Proper German engineering. Here we've got the front central armrest, where that's where I plug in for the CarPlay. It's half, perhaps man-made leather. Just going to slow down to 50, reset the cruise. Set at 51, so we'll do it at 50. Very, very nice car. As I say, you would never think it's a 1 litre, apart from when you're accelerating and you know the engine, it's like a buzz. Then let's just see what's coming up here. There we go. It's pretty cold out this morning. W7 BAV must be freezing. Hope he's got a good heater in there. Caterham. Bet he wishes the exhausts were in the cockpit. I've got to say, I'm pleasantly surprised with this engine. You would just never think it's a 1 litre. Nice finish. There's brushed aluminium all around the vents, across the dash here, in the door cards. Of course, I resumed the cruise and it was set for that 50-mile-an-hour limit. So I'm just knocking it up till we get to 70. Nice display. If we just go to menu, you see there Audi Connect, map, navigation, telephone, media. We'll go back to Apple CarPlay, select the voice activation button, a couple of seconds. Send text to Barry iPhone.
What do you want to say to Barry Workmore?
Just out in the Audi 1 litre, it's a great car.
Your message says, just out in the Audi 1L, it's a great car. Do you want to change it or send it?
Send.
Done.
It's got all the specification you can need. Very economical car. Nice family car. Certainly okay for a couple of kids. We'll be coming off at Preston shortly, up my old route. Going too fast, but there's a car right up my backside. One wonders how a sign can set on fire. Nice flat bottom here with the S-Line badge on, S-Line embossed seats. And we're just, where we're going now is just a couple of country lanes. There's a nice little chicane where I used to come to test the steering and for any knocks. Oh, we're behind a Prius, excellent. Don't tell me he's going the same way as me, I just can't stand it. Because that will completely destroy my test. Don't go right, don't go right, don't go right, don't go right, don't go right. Oh, he's not doing, he's just a very bad driver, as normal taxi drivers in Priuses are. Right, here we go. So remember, this is a 1 litre engine. It's a great gearbox. Have to be a bit careful around here because there's quite a lot of lorries coming from the brewery up there. But here we go. Lovely to drive. Absolutely lovely. Gearbox, not even a hint of notchiness, which is probably a word I've just made up. There we go. Okay, I'll finish the test drive there, but if you did have any concerns about it being a 1 litre, honestly, when you drive it, you won't. It's a great car. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, so long as this lorry doesn't pull out, in which case I won't see anybody again. There we go. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.